Well, hello everybody. Happy Wednesday. It's Jamie Green, the Solar Queen, and I'm broadcasting live from my little room here in my house. I am actually broadcasting live to my Facebook pages and my YouTube channel. So I am coming on. Something that is going to be new that you're going to be seeing me do is coming on live and giving you guys tips and tricks on how to save on your energy cost, ways to conserve your energy, and ways to save money by doing these things. And so, if you don't know me, I am the Solar Queen, and I have helped several homeowners go solar in the last year and a half, 2 years, coming up on 2 years. Thereby, reducing their energy expenses by going solar. So that's what I do. But I'm also starting, wanting to talk about different ways people can start by, saving energy. So there's a lot of things that we do in our everyday life that consume energy and electricity. And if you live in California, you have been watching your rates increase little by little. And if you haven't noticed it because you just pay your bill, like most everyone does, all of a sudden you're seeing like these $100 electricity bills go up to $120 and then to $140. And then soon summer comes and everyone's running their air conditioners because we're hitting 100 degrees, 100-degree temperature days. Because of the wildfires, people are staying indoors, they're running their air conditioners, running their air filters. So all of these items are really big energy draws. So I want to share with you guys 3 tips on how you can conserve your energy and ways that you can reduce your costs for that energy. Because if you live in Northern California, where I do, I live in the Bay Area, and we just, for the first time yesterday, had blue skies. I was in South Carolina over the weekend, late last weekend, over the weekend, meeting with some brilliant minds and coming back with some tips and tricks, which is why I'm going live, because this is the biggest takeaway, was starting to do these live videos to help you guys. So coming into Oakland, just just a cloud of smoke. It wasn't even like marine fog. It was smoke. And above the smoke, was a huge plume of smoke. And so it was like maybe a new fire, or it might have been the creek fire that was just exploding, and a huge bubble. So, but a cloud of smoke. So on my Instagram feed, I think it's on there. I put it on there, and on my Facebook page, you can go and check it out. But anyways, we're all inside because of the smoke, and today, second day of blue skies, and it's like the air quality is incredible. So I'm incredibly grateful for that. So, but summer is still here. We're winding down, and if you're like me and you have 3 kids of your own, everyone's at home, everyone's doing virtual learning, everyone's working from home. So naturally, we're going to see more expensive utility bills, not just because of summer, but because we're home and we're using more. Everyone's charging their devices. They're all on, their computers or their Chromebooks, multiple monitors running. So we're going to see some increases in that. So these 3 tips for you. First tip number 1 is to change your light bulbs out to LED light bulbs. And soft white is that nice, incandescent temperature of lighting. So I have these light bulbs. These are not LED, but they are more energy efficient. They use 28% less energy than regular 75-watt light bulbs. So I think I was at Target and I was like, I need light bulbs, and I couldn't find LED. Or you know what? I might have been too cheap, and I didn't want to get new light or expensive LED light bulbs. Well, when you see how long the LED light bulbs last, then it'll make sense. But this light bulb is the annual yearly cost for one of these light bulbs is $6.38 based on 11-cent kilowatt hour rate. Now you're kind of probably thinking, what is a kilowatt hour, and how does it get determined on how much it's going to cost? Well, your utility company determines how much that kilowatt hour is going to cost. And if you live in Northern California and you're on the tiered system, each kilowatt hour costs 24 cents. It's actually not even 24, it's 24 and a half cents. So if that's the case, then it's really going to be one light bulb is going to cost, $12.60 or 74 cents, because that would be closer to 22 cents a kilowatt hour. And this is only going to last less than a year if you run that light bulb 3 hours. So 53 watts of energy used. Now, if you go and get LED lights, I wouldn't recommend daylight because it's that ugly, like really coldish bluish light. And I don't like that. It's more fluorescent. I like the warm ones. So this box is full because I don't like this lighting. So I asked my husband to go up and get new ones because I didn't like this color. I really like warm lighting, but these will last 9 years based on a 3 hour, using them for 3 hours a day. And at 24 cents a kilowatt hour, you're looking at about $3 a year to run this. So not only is it saving you money on this, but it's going to last you a lot longer. So you're, paying the extra money for the light bulb that's going to last you longer kind of makes better sense. So this is going to last about 9 years and 10 watts of energy instead. So that's tip number 1. Change out all your light bulbs to LED. Go with the soft white instead of the daylight. You'll thank me later. So tip number 2. Tip number 2, run your dishwasher, your washer and dryer, run all of those heavy loaded energy sucks, I guess you want to call them, before 3 p.m. Now, you're probably wondering why before 3 p.m. and why would I encourage you to do it during the day? And my daughter's going to come in. What's that? Your iPad is probably charged enough. So this is, welcome to my world. This is.
You said
yeah.
no. You said no.
Here, it works. Go ahead.
Party.
Okay, close the door, please.
No party.
Thank you, babe.
You said no party.
Yeah, it's charged now.
Oh well.
Oh well, okay. Okay, so why run these things before 3 p.m.? I'll tell you why. Hi, Daniel and Ty. Good to see you guys. I'm still learning how to use all this stuff, so forgive me for going back and forth. But why before 3 p.m.? Because everyone's working from home, or at least someone's working from home. And the most inexpensive energy is during the day when everyone else is typically at work. It also means most homeowners right now are being charged based on how many kilowatt hours they use a year or a month. And there's like this threshold, and I can go into that. I'll do a video on that another day. But when everyone's going over to time of use at some point in time, and if you're in California, you experienced rolling brownouts, really. And there are those signs that the police officers put up, and they're saying, conserve energy, don't use your energy between 4 and 9 p.m. So that is the most demand on the grid, and it's also the most expensive, therefore the dirtiest energy. And it's when everyone else, dinner's over, we fill up the dishwasher, and we're going to turn it on, and it's running the energy, and it's expensive. So the difference, like for time of use, which is what everyone's going to, non-peak kilowatt hours are 28 cents a kilowatt hour the last time I checked. Peak kilowatt hours is 34 cents. And so that means between 4 and 9 p.m., you're still using energy, and it's going to be 34. It's going to be, what is that? 6 cents more kilowatt hour. So run your dishwasher after 9 p.m. or do it during the day, like the next day. Same with your laundry. If you use your washer and dryer, just do it during the day. It used to be that people thought that was the most expensive time to do laundry, but it's not. So that's one way to conserve on your expenses, on the cost of electricity. So do it during the day, especially if you're on the time of use rate schedule. So that's my challenge to you. I want you guys to pull out your utility bills, and I want you to look at how you're being charged for your electricity. Is it based on the tiered system? If it is, you're going to see tier 1, and then tier 2, and then high surcharge. And everyone who's high energy users are getting notices from PG&E saying you are a high energy usage. You need to cut your energy back. And you're paying a premium, because once you get into high surcharge, every kilowatt hour beyond, like, I think 800 kilowatt hours, 700, 800, sometimes it varies, you're going to be paying close to 50 cents a kilowatt hour. So that's double the tier 1 if you're on the tiered system. So that's one way to cut back your costs and conserve. Okay, so tip number 3, unplug your appliances and devices when they're not in use. So many people have appliances plugged in that are on standby, and you're just paying money for that. And it's, you'll know if it's pulling energy if the appliance is warm. So some of the appliances, like I'll have my Vitamix. I know I shouldn't keep it plugged in. I usually unplug it, but my husband uses it every day, so he just leaves it plugged in. But that's not going to pull energy because you have to turn it on. But we all have these streaming devices. We all have cable boxes. We all have modems. Obviously, you're not going to, and routers, we're not going to turn those off if we need to use them. But for us, like, I have a Roku that I should just unplug it, because all it's doing is draining energy. I'm paying money for not using it. So unplug your devices when they're not being used. This applies to, our cell phones. When they're charged, just unplug it so it doesn't keep charging your phone. And the other tip, the bonus tip, the pro tip, I guess, is when you go on vacation, unplug everything but the refrigerator. You'll see not only will you see your usage go down, but just like even the TV and the cable box that we have, because we still have a cable box. We haven't gone 100% to streaming yet. We should, because there's really nothing to watch on TV. It's all kind of depressing. But I unplug. I go around and unplug everything. I know my husband thinks I'm crazy, and the other thing you'll notice is you'll hear no buzzing. So it's not enough to just mute your TV. If you're one of those people that keeps your TV on but mutes the volume, you're just using the same amount of energy. So go ahead and turn those things off if you're not using them. Also, if you use outdoor lighting, make sure it's on a timer. So you're not having your house, all your beautiful landscaping lit up during the hours when no one's even watching it, because most people want to see it before 9 p.m. So if you want to do it, just do it. But turn it off, have them on timers. Same with your sprinkler systems. Make sure your water sprinklers are set on a timer, so that, you're not watering it there's ways to measure how much water you need. So you don't need to water the heck out of your yard. And if you're in California, you can get drought-friendly landscaping. So we got grass that is drought-friendly. So we don't need to use as much water. And that's another way to conserve, is on your water bill. So anyways, these are 3 tips. I hope they were helpful. If they were helpful to you, I'm gonna do this energy challenge coming up soon, like a 7-day, actually a 5-day energy challenge, where I'm going to invite you guys to come and participate to see how you can reduce your energy consumption. And that will help also reduce your energy costs. I have lots of other tips on what to do to conserve energy and ways to keep your house cool without having, to run your AC full blast all the time. I'll probably do another live stream on that, but that's what I wanted to come on and just share, give you some tips, and hopefully this is helpful, and it's getting you to be mindful or thinking about ways that we each can individually take ownership of reducing our carbon footprint. And of course, I help homeowners go solar. And if you're interested in learning if that's the right thing for you and your home and your family to save money, send me a message either on my Facebook page or message me, through my YouTube channel. You can do that. I also put I'll put a description, an email that you can reach out to me on that one. But go out and see how you can conserve your energy, and let me know in the comments below what you do, what action you take, and I'd love to hear. So have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you later.